If you do not like seeing violence or animals eating other animals, please turn this video off, as there will be some graphic footage as we watch lions eating in India. This is part 2 of the Asiatic lion series that I've created. We got to see multiple Asiatic eating, 2 different families. It was a cool experience. One of them almost turned out to be a very negative experience. Into that in a little bit. So we got to see lions, we got to see leopards, snow leopards, bears. Oh my. Let's go and see the Asiatic lions eat.
The lighting's coming awesome now.
On day 2 of our Asiatic lion experience, we headed in and quickly got this scent of rotting buffalo. We didn't know it was buffalo at the time until the light brightened up, but we soon found out that this male lion was eating this buffalo. But it wasn't just the male lion, as we could tell as the light got brighter. There were females. If you look closely, you can actually see a female lioness laying in the back, and then he gets joined by his brother and a cub, and they start eating. And this is honestly an amazing experience. The only other time I've ever seen lions eating is in Africa at nighttime. It was my first trip, and I got to see a mom with some cubs eating. It was a blessed experience. But getting to see them in the daytime, this was awesome. And male lions, and seeing how the hierarchy in the lion family or pride actually takes place, was very interesting. The one male lion, he seemed to have control. That's the one eating from what looks like the backside of the buffalo. He had first picks, and then his brother comes in and he gets the head. The cub sort of was allowed to get in there at points, but if you got too close to one of the male lions, there was a little bit of fighting, and the females sat back and they just waited. I have a feeling the males helped on this kill because it is such a big kill, but maybe it was the 2 females and maybe the buffalo was hurt. But getting to watch this experience was so cool. And again, I know that not everybody likes to watch the circle of life, but the lions need to eat too. And maybe the buffalo was injured or sick, and they're just doing their part. That's when this experience got a little bit interesting, because we noticed that there was actually a 7th lion off to the side, and he was just hanging out there. This 7th lion was not a part of the pride of 6 that were actually eating the buffalo. And that's actually what causes the problem, or the potential problem for us later. You see that 7th lion, he was just hanging around, waiting for his opportunity, it seemed like, to try to get some food. He must have been really hungry if he was willing to attack 6 lions? 2 females with cubs and males? Man, that doesn't seem like a smart move. But just as the lions seemed to get comfy, the 7th lion, he tries to make his move, and getting to listen to this. Again, I didn't have the best angle, so I can only actually listen to it. But watching these lions react to this 7th lion coming in and battling, it was actually kind of cool. The 7th lion must have been injured because one of the 6th lions was hurt when we saw him walking away from the drinking hole later. But that's insane, I think, to want to go 1-on-6 in a battle. That lion must have been really hungry.
third lion coming. There is a fight.
That's where
Yeah.
my experience that could have been really dangerous actually comes out. Is while these 6 lions are eating,
I knew
that
I wouldn't be
seventh
able to
lion
find
is
them,
somewhere
potentially.
roaming around. And we drive off just around the corner, and our vehicle breaks down. And you can sense the panic on the driver and our guide's mouth because they stop. And then 5 other vehicles actually stop to help us. And normally, drivers just go past when you've had some kind of incident.
Yeah.
But these ones must have known that something was up, as they came and they stopped and they tried to help us. Eventually, we were able to fix the fuse problem and able to leave the area unharmed. Not the roar that I was expecting. Maybe it was just the lion teasing the 7th lion that, hey, I got to eat. Did you? Who knows? Maybe that's just the noise they make when they're full. If anybody does know, please leave a message in the comments. But as that lion was walking away, you could see a scar on his backside, and you could see the limp. This is a man-made watering hole. It's not as interesting to me as the natural watering hole at the beginning of this. But these watering holes are set up throughout the park so that the animals have somewhere to get a drink. And I think that's awesome. You can notice the little bit of a limp or giddy in this lion's step as he walks away. That first experience could have gone so bad. Luckily, it didn't. Now for a much more peaceful experience with the Asiatic lion eating. A lioness will not bring her cubs to hang out with the pride until they are at least 6 months to 8 months old and able to keep up with the group. So these cubs are probably fairly young, as it's just her. This
the
kill
food.
looks a little bit old as it's sun-dried, so she's probably able to bring them here and sort of teach them how to eat with the pride or out in the open, as opposed to having milk and smaller meals. They're probably getting ready to join the pride, but getting to watch them enjoy this meal and sort of fighting mom for each bite was honestly so cute and a great last experience of this trip to India. We were so blessed to get to see 6 snow leopards, 1 tiger, 9 leopards for me, 10 for Andrea, and 17 lions. Hope to one day get to come back to this beautiful country. I hope that you have enjoyed watching the lions eating and you didn't find it too gory. I wish we would have been able to see a kill, but that wasn't to be. And again, remember, this is the circle of life, and if you think lions are cute, they need food too. We had an amazing trip with all of the animal sightings that we had, but the second highlight for me has to be getting to give a presentation to the locals. There was even a translator that helped me put it into their local dialect so that the audience was able to understand. We had people ages 3 to 80 plus. And after the presentation, the comments and the pictures and the laughs and the stories that we had made it all worthwhile and made me realize that I love what I do, and I'm so glad that I'm able to share my experiences. And I hope that you enjoy. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask questions, and just keep enjoying wildlife.